Hello, my name is Felipe Garcia. I'm a Solutions Architecture Manager, and I'm here to provide you some tips for your master builder. So, what is one piece of advice would you give an essay preparing for MB1? Actually, I would like to break my advice for MB1 in 5 blocks. So, preparation, opening, handling questions, parking lot, and closing. What do I mean by preparation? So, Master Builder 1 is a meeting like any other meeting you would have with your customers. So preparation is key. And what do I mean by preparation? Every meeting that you go to with a customer, you need to know the objective, what is the outcome expected from you, and prepare for that, be prepared for that. So understand what you're supposed to do that, and use the deck as just a visual aid, as a guidance for you throughout the meeting. You should be comfortable with the topic and be able to deliver the topic having the deck or not. Use storytelling and be able to deliver the message with your own words, and just use the deck to guide you through the storytelling. And the other thing is opening. So whenever you're opening a meeting, the Master Builder 1 or any other meeting, make sure you introduce yourself, and also you ask the audience to introduce themselves. This is a small thing, but it's a common mistake. People sometimes are so anxious for their master builder that they forget to introduce themselves and ask the audience to introduce themselves as well. So introduce yourself, ask them to introduce themselves. And also going to my next topic, use the parking lot. So you gotta have some sort of parking lot during the meeting. I tend to use the whiteboard whenever the whiteboard is available. If you don't have a whiteboard, you can use your notebook and take notes there, but make sure you take notes of the names and roles of the people that is in the room. The whiteboard is a good place because it's visible to everyone, and it's visible for you as well. And handling questions. You're going to receive a lot of questions during the Master Builder 1, and one common trap is try to answer all the questions right away, proving you have knowledge. So I'm not saying for you to not answer the questions, but my tip here is, if you are 100% sure and comfortable delivering the message, and you feel comfortable sustaining a conversation and a dive deep around that question, go for it and answer the question. But if you're not quite sure about the answer, or if you don't have the answer at all, but the question is still in a gray area for you, the trick that I always try to use is I ask up to 3 questions, and if I'm able to get to the other side and help the customer, and it's clear for me what he's expecting, I answer the question. Otherwise, I put the question in the parking lot, and I suggest the customer to follow up at the end of the meeting or offline. Okay. Also the parking lot at the end of the meeting, it gives you a nice opportunity for the next topic, which is closing. So you can review all the unclosed items together. And the difference between use the notebook and the whiteboard is that using the whiteboard, sometimes during the meeting, the audience is going to remember you about things that you forgot to add to the whiteboard, right? And it makes a lot easier. And when in the notebook, they don't know what you're taking notes there, and if you're missing something or not. So that's why I prefer the whiteboard, because it's more visual, collaborative, and the whole meeting can have a sneak peek of it. And closing. So at the end of the meeting, make sure you thank the customer for the opportunity, and also seize that opportunity for going over the things you have, the outstanding things you have on the parking lot, and make sure that you have on your mind laid out the next actions. What are going to be the next steps for moving forward with that customer? Maybe proposing a meeting, working on unclosed items, following up with a mail, whatever. Okay, those are my tips. Good luck on your master builder, and it would be a pleasure working with you.